brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't getting money, Ben Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up, but I feel nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got CD Lamb. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Cowboys and the Pats, all that and more, coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start, 1 play, 10 yards. Well, there you go, this offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Play action now, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. CD Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We can look at this Patriots defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Option play, here's Pollard.
Missed.
This will not go down. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone for
because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and...
And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Well, the Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Cotton Bowl MVP in this stadium in 2020, Ramondre Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 17 carries, 74 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. The Patriots had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another night. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short. They're making a real first-quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Throwing, Prescott.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Prescott yet again.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
CD with the catch, of course, coming off of a monstrous 2022 with the Cowboys. 5th in the league in catches, 6th in yards, and took that jump from being a star to one of the league's elite wide receivers.
And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Switch red, switch yellow, blue, check.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man who had some big years in a Cowboy uniform. Here's Zeke. And he is going to lose yardage here. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down carry by Elliott. Gets past one man. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Here we go. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Elliott. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, hey, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Here we go. 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds Douglas complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here we go, get 10. 21.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Looking to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will reach the and get 10 here. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Stevenson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Elliott is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Pushing his way through. Running room at the 50. Look out. And it will be an excellent return here all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a play.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
New England trying to get to place on offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Douglas, the man in motion. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 15. First down, New England.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
22-yard. And the Patriots first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down, New England.
Off the play fake. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll throw again. Prescott.
That's Gallup on the slant.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Prescott now. Touchdown!
Jake Ferguson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
An extra point forthcoming. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That time, a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Ball start. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs them up 5. First and 15. Inside give to Elliott.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. Damian Harris, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Joshua Dobbs has thrown a touchdown pass. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. To begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now Jones off the play fake. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Douglas, the man in motion. Here's Jones throwing on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and 10. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Off play action. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Completions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now the rookie 4th-round pick, Chad Ryland, for the Patriot field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their three-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Jones. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Open man is born. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. But that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Marcus Jones, a return man. Now Jones. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Stays on his feet. And now off to the races down the right side. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Prescott. It's caught left side by Coates. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. To the air again, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
New England's offense set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Douglas, the man in motion. Now Jones. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Ball start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Pollard again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Well, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28 it faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Jones into Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and among...
They've got his man complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Out right to Bourne. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Ryland on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Prescott to throw it. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Cowboys! Luke Schoonmaker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Stevenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs, since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And the all-pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackles 42. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Down inside the 40.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offense
offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Douglas, the man in motion. Jones on third down. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15. And they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. They run once more with Stevenson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Dallas, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.